Makeup and Young here. To answer your first question, yes, I do have a shirt on. Today's makeup is going to be kind of fun, and it's going to go along probably down to here. And so I wanted to give myself some available canvas space. Today we are going to be doing my Halloween makeup for Halloween Day. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to talk about the inspiration a little, and I'm going to tell you why I'm cutting it into two separate videos. So I'm going to be doing half Dia de los Muertos style makeup, and then half, I guess you would say, like, in this world makeup with, like, tons of gore and flesh and blood. And my big inspiration for this is, you know, you die here, and then you go somewhere else, supposedly. And I kind of wanted to, like, show that through makeup. I have this really pretty Spanish Mexican style dress that I wore yesterday when I went to Dia de los Muertos, and I was thinking, well, I kind of want to wear that on Halloween because it's a really nice costume. And so I'm going to be wearing that, and I was wondering, well, what can I do with that? And I finally decided on doing something that has a little bit of a theory to it and a little bit of an idea. And so, my idea is, you know, this half, you died in the real world, however you did, tragically, grossly, gory, obviously, and, on this half, you're just kind of gonna show you in your other world once you pass over. What does that look like? So it's kind of like one person in both dimensions at the exact same time, walking through time. I thought it was a really cool idea. But I did a version kind of like this last year, I believe. It wasn't for Dia de los Muertos makeup. It was half like comic makeup and then half of it was gore makeup. So I'm kind of just using the same picture as a reference point and seeing what I can do with it and what I can change with it. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. The first makeup that I'm going to be doing will be for the gore, because gore for me is easier to do than the Dia de los Muertos makeup, and it's just something to get out of the way so I can like go put all this stuff away and then take out the Dia de los Muertos makeup and then put that on. So get ready for two really awesome videos, and I really hope you enjoy this. Let's get started. So I'm gonna do the gore makeup on probably, what side do I want my gore on? I'll probably do the gore makeup on this side, just because I can do eyeliner easier on this side. So I'll do that, and then I'm going to be using a variety of products. This is also kind of, I guess you would say, the cheap way to do kind of cool sci-fi makeup, because I don't have access to a lot of crazy cool makeup right now. I have some at school, but I don't really have some here at my house. And I'm also not very fond of latex. My skin doesn't really react well to a lot of things. Latex is one of those things since I have such bad eczema. So I always try and veer away from that. And so I found my solution is actually glue sticks. Consumable glue sticks. I always get the ones that say, like, you know, you can put this on your skin. This one is acid free, washable. This other one is by Elmer's, and it's the disappearing one. And I try and make sure they're like all safe to put on your skin. Same thing. I also have a small little pack of these, I guess you would say, paints. And these are acrylic paints, but there are certain type to where they don't have a lot of these like gross chemicals that they tend to put in paints now. They're all like really kind of natural and mostly just like pigment based. They're really like safe to put on your skin, because I can't even go and put something that's unsafe on my skin, because my skin is just like, oh, you thought, and then it just breaks out and it's disgusting and I don't like it. And so we're going to do this side with a variety of things, and you'll see those things as we go along. So let's begin the journey. So first thing I'm doing is I'm going to mix myself some very light foundation with this really light foundation that I got that I use as a concealer, and then I also have this really light foundation that I have that I also use as concealer, and then I have this really white, like pink toned concealer that I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to kind of mix them all together and then like dab them in. Next, I'm going to just start applying this just like I would latex to all the parts that I want to be specifically like slashed open, bloody, and gory. So I'm thinking of doing right along here, and then one right along my neck somewhere, and then maybe I'll do something on my forehead. We'll just see. But what you basically do is that you scoop off a piece and you just kind of place it where you want, like chunks, and then you just kind of blend it into the skin. Let it dry enough so that it gets kind of a little bit tacky, and then I'm just going to start placing tissue paper on it. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't done this in an entire year, so we'll see what happens. It might take a few tries. And start tracing the scar with an eyeliner to kind of like show like this is where it opens, and big gash, and then close it around here. And what the eyeliner does is just kind of gives me a place like to put my paint and put my eyeshadow and put all my lip glosses and lipsticks and like show me where to do things. So I'm just gonna go ahead and outline what I want the scar to look like.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses.
So I went ahead and added a little bit more scar tissue just right here with a cotton ball so that it looks a little bit more puffy. This one is going to look a little bit more deep and sunk in, like gross. This I want to look a little bit more like puffy and like inflated. So this is the basic outline. So I'm going to start painting it. I'm going to grab my paints and get a brush and just start dabbling. I want the insides to be very like gross, and I might add a few greens and yellows on the outsides and in the very middle just to make it look very old and festering. And so let's see what happens.
Sorcerer of death's construction, in the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning, death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah.
this is drying with some eyeshadow around the scarring and right along the traces, and after that I'll show you how I'm gonna kind of make it a little bit more deeper and then add some more colors in there. So let's get into the eyeshadow. This part is done and then this is dry, I'm going to go in with a ton of different liquid lipsticks and normal lipsticks, and then finish it off with lip glosses to make it very gooey. So let's start off with doing the outside and just kind of like going in. I'm going to go ahead and do my face, and then I'll cut the video and we'll go to the Dia de los Muertos. Let's do it.